round of Village 7-1, so we're going to see a battle of four boats for the reach. It's SAPJ Luca, it's Lucas Moore, it's Village 7-1, and Gemcast can sneak in. It's also attacking her boat. See, it's all the swords are, and they're penalizing each other.
Hello and welcome to our Esailing World Championship Final highlight show.
And Steve, I promised keep you up with you, in many ways. There you go. You lose, and you snooze. There, and he's taking the win because he's cheating. So starting in first, Esailing TV doing a great start this time. No, don't do that with the mark again. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why doing a crazy format as we're doing today?
Well, I didn't have the run.
To the right hand side, see the wing sides up there. And then two penalties, no, only one penalty. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Esailing TV. To all of you fans sitting all around the world, and also to you, Kelso, Nano Inter, Rasa, that's just writing us in the chat and say, hey, can I see myself tonight? No, it's not tonight. You can see yourself. We are in a lockdown period, so we're doing a lot of international streams, a lot of huge cups coming up. Today we are going a little bit to Kiel. We are going to a guy called Secret Sailing. He's organizing, he has this huge social media platform, organizing a cup today, an international cup, together with Roxy Joni, his fellow companion from Germany, sitting in Constance. And these two young lads are going to do a huge regatta. The regatta is coming up, is divided into two fleets. There is going to be 4 races back to back. We're going to see a J17, a 49er, a NACRA 17, an F50, and then we're going to see a medal race in the last end with a J17. There will be no discard at all. And when we watch the list, who's in there tonight, then we can see Roxy Joni, Secret Sailing, the two guys organizing it is there. Then we have RSC Bundesliga team. Long time we have seen you, Johannes. That is the winner of the German league last year. Silsal from UAE. Then we have El Dragon. First time we're seeing him from Norway. Then we have Gnusmas from Germany. Olympus from Turkey. A German 6'9", German 10'7'2". Enter your name. Esperanza, Philrod. Then we have Hey LA from Ukraine. We have Jean Bord. He's from France. Kasiyaka, also known as UEA from Turkey. Miguelente, Tuk from United States. Fortuna from Spain. Tumalin, Lapis, Sailtrax from Germany. Another Ukrainian boat, Morgan, sitting up her this late evening or early morning in Australia. Lemac, Bonsai. Then we have a lot of UEA players. NASA, Intahar, Mafarid, Al-Vasmin, Barak, Falah, Emar, 7889, Silsal, Sidid, and Mandjouf. Then we have Lancy, he's sitting also in Australia at the moment. Knut, Matteo, Oya, and PLF, Jacopo, and Illes Racing coming up. All these skippers most of them are actually quite new for us here on the station. So it's interesting to see what they are going to perform here, but some of them are also well known. The German champion, Roxy Joni, we have NASA from UEA, we have Intahar for UEA, we have Enter Your Name from Germany, Kasiyaka from Turkey, and all of them are very, very good skippers. So we will get ready to watch some really hardcore action. And just to, if you're sitting there and saying, hey, how can I do all these events myself? then guys, go in virtual regatta, in short, go in custom race, and I just say to you straight away, sign up, make a VIP for $10 a month, special here in the lockdown season, because then you can do all the custom races you want. 3 custom races cost 600 coins, red coins, and that's the same price as a whole month of membership. We can see here, right here tonight, we have a Spanish league, this is an international club having fun today. Then we have Spanish, international, we have some Spanish coming up, Spanish international, we have the, this is interesting, Switch league or Switch players doing competitions together. And just to say, here we have all the servers that's online at the moment, and those servers I just showed you was the open server. These are all the close one, Danes, and this is what we're going to watch. This is group number 1 we're going into in tonight's regatta. We are ready. Hello Andreas Lehmann, welcome in the chat. That's enter your name. He is there. So as we say in German, viel Glück with the race, and let's see how that goes. 9 skippers in the first race starting. Interesting. Let's see. It looks like they're divided into 4 groups, but let's take it from here. And Esailing TV 2 is also ready here. So welcome to Norman. This is Secret Sailing. That's the organizer. This is Phil Rudd from Germany. Sail Tracks La Pis, German 1072. Hey LA, UK, Ukraine 24. Esperanza, and then Johannes Barnsen. And let's see how this goes. 12 seconds to start. They're splitting up. 10 skippers in this group coming up, and remember, it's only 4 races back to back, and then they go into a middle fleet. So a fast race tonight. There the start goes. A slow start for Secret Sailing, the organizer himself, but he's going to the right hand side. Lapis trying to follow him. Phil Rudd tries to follow him, but sails in front of the green boat, Ukraine 24. Then we have Esperanza here in the left-hand side. Interesting to see that the fleet is splitting up at the moment from the start. It's the J70, and this J70 has a special ability. It's only have 6.0 knots upwind in best VMG, but it has a wind shadow that's 30 meters big, and when it's rounding the mark, when it's rounding this top mark up here, what we're seeing up here, and the second top mark just beside, then it will speed fast up. So if you're ahead of around 10 meters, then you will win 5-8 meters when you're rounding the mark. But you need to be 30 meters ahead to avoid to be caught in wind shadow. There are 2 tactics in this boat type, this boat class. First of all, sail the shortest distance, and right now we can see Secret Sailing that went to the right hand side. He might sailing the shortest distance because watch the wind intelligence up there. He is in the darker area of the radar. There's a wind breeze there, and also he's getting the wind over his sails and not against his nose. So let's see if he's coming into lead. According to server, Esperanza is in the lead from Germany, but I'm pretty sure Secret Sailing might come in 3rd, maybe 2nd. That's interesting. It's going to be a very close call when they're coming to the top mark. He's 4th currently. He might go in 3rd. There we go. Now he's in 3rd. And Johannes Barnsen, the German championship, coming here in the red boat. He's the German champion 2019. Rounding here in 4th. Let's see Secret Sailing coming in. Hey LA under pressure. He needs to attack. And Esperanza also needs to go behind. So Secret Sailing in the lead. Either we have been commentating this race too much, or else we just know everything about the wind intelligence. Penalty to HHL. LA. That means he's slowing down, losing 3 positions. Now it's going downwind, and you can see it's only a medium downwind they have chosen. So the gate marks are there just ahead them. Penalty to the German champion, dropping down 2 position. This means that Secret Sailing, Esperanza are sailing away, but see they're throwing wind shadow of each other. The wind shadow is 30 meters big, and you can see the speed downwind 30 knots, 12.5 knots, so it's double as fast downwind than upwind. And then we have another trick to winning in this boat type here. If you're going, which side you're choosing when you're going upwind again. We can see we have a split. Esperanza going to the right hand side, Secret Sailing going to the left hand side. And when we're going upwind now, when Secret Sailing tacks up, he has the wind against him. Luckily for him, it looks like that he is sailing a much shorter distance because there's not much in between the gate mark and the top mark. But Esperanza will get close enough to him to do a downwind attack. Let's see here. He's coming close. He's tacking in. Esperanza is taking the safe tack. He's going outside of the wind shadow of Secret Sailing. He knows nobody else from behind can come in, but maybe he needs to take care. German Tin 7-2 is coming in. The German champion, Johannes Barnsen, he's caught behind in 4th. He will come in and battle for 3rd. Let's see here. Secret Sailing coming in. And now we're coming to the second part of the race where you can win it. Downwind race. Either you capture your enemy or your frenemy in a wind shadow or defend yourself for wind shadow. But you can also lose and win this race in another way. Watch the radar up there. Again, watch for the colors. Secret Sailing is sailing into a darker color, sailing into a breeze, the same Esperanza is doing. See right now, 14.4, 15.8, 15.9. That means they are sailing pretty fast. If they went to the opposite side, they will sail 3 knots slower because they were going into lighter wind, and the other boats could take over their position. Secret Sailing with the first victory. Esperanza in second. Johannes Barnsen, the German champions, fighting for 3rd. He's doing his attack. He missed German Tin 7-2. So German Tin 7-2 is winning there. Ukrainian boat coming in, field rot. Ukrainian HHLA. And then on the last position, we have sail tracks. And it looks like we had some disconnections in this race. We are a little bit curious about how many players there are in the race, because 40 players was set for start and there was only 10 players in this group. Maybe some of them didn't manage to come to the start. But it doesn't matter. Our victory for Secret Sailing, 2nd place for Esperanza, 3rd for German Tin 72. Johannes Barnsen, the German champion, he's writing in the private chat, worst race ever. Ukrainian 24 in 5th, Phil Rutt 6, HLA 7, Sail Tracks in 8, and Lapis, he lost his connection. HHLA with the best start, and he also sailed the shortest distance, but why did he lose this race? Let's try to follow it here. He had the best start, he was losing the upwind, and it looks like at the top mark, we saw he had to go behind the 2 other boats, and then he also got a penalty, and that made him come all the way to position 4. Then we can see beside the red line here that he met Johannes Barnsen in a battle, and German Tin 72, and there he also got a penalty, and then he dropped down and he lost the downwind race for Field Rod and Ukrainian 24. So first good start race here in today's regatta. And this is Sail Ranks they're using. Sail Ranks is a fantastic program to do all these online scoring, and let's go into it. We will keep track with everything. That was the first race. Next race coming up is a 49er, and we'll try to find group number 2. But see how crowded it is in here. Normally we have 5 servers we need to keep an eye on, but today there's much more. I know there's a Spanish championship tonight doing some rounds. They are 170 players, and they are coming in. So we'll just keep an eye where to go and which server to join in. Right now, Group 2 coming up, and it's going to be that one. And that's coming up, and we are watching for a player like Roxy Joni. Before that race is ready, we're just getting for the admins. Let's have a small break. And guys, tomorrow, the most exciting race where you can win a direct qualification spot for the World Championship is starting tomorrow. It's SailGP, ESailGP 2020, the first pop-up qualifier coming up. And this is how it is.
So just a few seconds from the start, and remember they're trying to hit that that line on zero. Clack making headway here at the start, and Cruiserator was over early. And they are over. It is go for race number 2 of the night. Cruiserator getting a good start, closest to us, coming into the mark on this first reach. And it is so busy, so congested, that Cruiserator sneaks round in first. 4 seconds to go. And they are away in the final, the match racing final here in Sydney. We go with the Spaniard Cruiserator, who's had a terrific night here in Sydney.
So ESailGP is coming up tomorrow, the pop-up qualifier. It's only open for 24 hours. Top 8 will qualify directly into a qualifier final that will be played Sunday and live streamed on Esailing TV, SailGP and Virtual Regattas pages. And from there we will see other top players to come in. Next race is coming up. We are waiting for group number 2, Fleet 2 is coming in here. So we will just we are keeping an eye on them. So we are joining in the right race, and so many races are up and running at the moment that it is impressive. So it's almost created. They are saying they're creating it now, so we are getting in. And they're complaining of the codes are not working. Maybe the spectator mode is quite full at the moment. So that's why they can't go in their races. If you have any questions or any comments, please write us. Hey, Lau. Thank you for saying I have a British accent, but good commentating. We could use you in underwater rugby. Of course you could, but I'm not invited in yet for that. If underwater rugby wonders, we also have underwater cameras for it here in our broadcast station. We are a full-blown broadcast station traveling around the world, doing streams, mostly for sailing communities and e-sailing. And that's our profession, but you're always welcome to contact us there. Let's see here. The servers are almost ready. If you have any questions, please write us in the chat. We found the server. We've just been following with the secret sailing in. So let's get ready. And this time it looks like more players coming up. This is race number 2. The 49 are coming up. We couldn't find the other group, so we will wait for the other group to come in the next race. So we can see some action there. So we will take 2 races here in group 1, and then we'll take 2 races in group number 2. Let's have a small presentation. This is UKR 24. This is Kasiyaka, Fortuna, Esperanza, German Tin 72, Elise Racing, Fuel Rod, Aya, Lapis, HHLA, Johannes Barnsen, the German champion, Lemark, Zukunft, that's the future, Sail Tracks, And this must be Secret Sailing himself. Sometimes the server are making a little bit fun with us. Oh, he lost connection. There we go. And Esailing TV joined the race. It only takes 2 seconds and we are back in the race again. We just need to find it. It's we're going down here. There we go. There was not that one. There was not that one. Oh, Jesus Christ. There we go. Back in the race. Fantastic to see so many of you online. We love it. So let's come up. This is this 49er. The 49er is a fast boat. Upwind, it has 11.7 in best VMG. So it's going pretty fast there. Then we have a downwind speed around 23 knots when it's going wild and 18 knots when it's going slow. So let's see how it goes in this race. And it has a wind shear that is 23 meters big. Those 23 meters are not so big that you can catch your enemy or your opponent in the wind shadow downwind. So winning a 49er race is in the upwind race. 3 seconds to go. Crossing the starting line, a false start for 2 boats. HHLA, Aya, and also Sailtracks with a false start. Kasiyaka from Turkey, very slow start for him. But it's also late night at him. It's almost 11 o'clock. Where here in Europe, in Central Europe, it's 9 in the evening. Secret Sailing in the lead. He's dropping to 4th. German Tin 72 coming in. Lapis, Lemarque, opposite side. It's interesting, again a split. We have the German champion going to the right hand side. So let's see how he will do up there. Johannes Barnsen, he has been in top of the top for a long time in Esailing. So let's see if he can do anything tonight. But he had a small break where we haven't seen him for a couple of weeks. Actually, a small month I haven't seen him on servers. So that's how it's going. Right now, what's the win in intelligence? We have one boat going to the left-hand side. It more looks like this boat lost connection. Sailing out. No, maybe he's lucky here. No, he's not. Yeah, there you go. He didn't lose connection. He tacks up. There was a huge wind shift, so you saw the ley line move there. And now it's moving in again. The wind is shifting. He is placing himself in lighter wind. And see how far away he are from the other boats, the other fleet. Opposite side, we have Fortuna in the red boat. Coming up here, coming in front of the German champion Johannes Barnsen, in between Lemarque and Lapis. He just coming in. Oh, Lapis just managed to tack in, take the lead. Ukrainian 24 coming in. Where is Secret Sailing, the winner of the first race? He is currently in position 9. Kasiyaka from Turkey. He is coming here in 6. He is one of the top Turkish player, but it's late night for him. So let's see how he is performing today. Sailtracks coming in. Clean race at the mark. Good rounding by all of them. No penalty. Oh, penalty to Sailtracks. It was his own fault, sailing in front of Phil Rudd that came in a starboard tack. Going downwind, Lapis coming down. Ukrainian 24, Lemarque. Fortuna, penalty to the German champion. He actually didn't hit the mark. He hit the boat in front of him. So that's costly because see how fast the 49er are. It's a slow wind downwind, 16.6. So they're not capturing much wind. We can also see in the radar, it's very light in the radar. So there's not much wind in this race course. So that's how it is going. Ukrainian 24 in 2nd, Kasiyaka in 5th, Lapis coming in, Lemarque, Fortuna, and then we have German Tin 72. Phil Rudd, Secret Sailing, Johannes Barnsen, so 2 of the top players in 8 and 9. That's not a result they're dreaming of because there's no discard in today's race. So it's back to back and the score is counting. Ukrainian 24 with a penalty. He sailed into Lapis. No, actually Fortuna. Kashiaka going opposite side. Secret Sailing. Phil Rudd. Oh, Phil Rudd lost control of the boat, sailing into the mark. And that's costly. That's an 11-second slowdown. And let's see, this is interesting. Kashiaka and Secret Sailing going to the right-hand side. The other boats, Fortuna and Lapis, is keeping themselves in the middle. Who will win it? Who will lose it? That's all about the rounding up the top mark and the long downwind race we're going to have. It's a long upwind race. Right now it looks like the windsogs up there is going to shift. And remember, it's an estimate of what's happening within the next 10 to 12 seconds. And in for the next 10 to 12 seconds, there will be lighter wind all over the whole race course, but the wind will come from right towards left, and it looks like we're going to have a bigger wind shift coming up. Fortuna in third, going to the right hand side. If I were him, I would go a little bit higher up and then tack in. We can see a lighter wind came in suddenly where Fortuna were, and see right now the ley line is moving, so that was a good advice we had for him. But he's going under the ley line if he's continue sailing best VNG. Kashiaka currently in third. He crossed over the middle instead of continue to the right hand side. Johannes Barnsen in 7. And we can see Secret Sailing. He is in 8. In the lead, Lapis from Germany. Lemark, he's also from Germany. Then we have Kashiaka from Turkey in 3rd. Ukrainian 24 in 4th. Fortuna in 5th, Johannes Barnsen, and German 10 72. This means we have a whole switch in the top league of the final score in this regatta. It's all going up and down. All the boats that lost the first part of the race are winning the second race. They are following each other like pearls on a string downwind. No, now the attack comes. See, there's a wind shadow that's 23 meters long. See, Ukrainian 24 is just captured by Fortuna. Let's see, no, Lemark cannot capture Lapis. But see the speed, 21.8, much faster than the first downwind race. 5 knots faster this time. They are also in a breeze. It's a dark area of the radar, and see now they're battling for the position. Fortuna attacking the Ukrainian boat. Can the Ukrainian boat continue and maintain his position? Let's see. They're getting closer and closer. He jibes away, going after Kashiaka. Kashiaka on the outside. Kashiaka takes 3rd. No, he takes 4th. No, he takes 3rd. And then Fortuna gets 4th. Johannes Barnsen coming in 6th. And now we're going a little bit down fleet to see the Ukrainian boat coming in here. Phil Rudd, Secret Sailing, Aya, Sail Tracks, and HHLA from Ukraine. And then we have Elias Racing coming in here. And welcome in the game. That's pretty hard coming in here. It's the Bulldog on his sails. So maybe he's ready to use his muscles instead of his fingers. There we go. Lapis with a victory. Lemark in 2nd. Kashiaka, he came from behind, ended up 3rd. Good race by him. Ukrainian 24 defended his position against Fortuna. Johannes Barnsen, you must not be satisfied in this race. German 10 72 and 7. Phil Rudd in 8. Secret Sailing 9. Aya 10. Sail Tracks 11. HHLA 12. Elias Racing 13. And Sukumf. Yeah, he lost connection, maybe some part of the future he did that. So Lemark with the best start, Johannes Barnsen maximum speed, Ukrainian boat sailed the shortest distance. But see here, the Ukrainian boat did 13 jibes. Every time you're jibing or tacking, you're losing momentum. And it takes 5 to 6 seconds in the 49er to come up in full speed. So 13 slowdowns. That is pretty hard. That is costly. Then we have, when we see here, we can see the Ukrainian boat. He was in the lead, dropped down. Then he got a penalty at the gate, at the gate mark, and dropped down to 4th. And from there, he couldn't come back. Kashiaka did a fantastic upwind race. See, he had a really bad start. He started in position 9. So that's how it is, and let's go in and see the scoreboard. Here we have the scoreboard in total here. We saw in the other group, Nassar from the UAE won the first race in the J17. He also made a video on Instagram saying, hey, we are the champions. We have been fighting for it. We want to win tonight. So the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, is coming in and Nassar is showing the way. Esperanza and Mugelente is taking second in both groups. Interhar and German Tin 72 took third. HSC Bundesliga team, that's Johannes Barnsen, the German champion, and 7889 from UAE took fourth. Ukrainian boat and Knut took fifth. Phil Rudd coming in. Then we have Barak in 7. Let's just keep down there. Enter your name 10. So that's how it is. Interesting to see the score after this race. We're just keeping the scoreboard on here because this time we want to go into Group 2 and watch them doing the NACRA 17. And the NACRA 17, we're going from 2 keel boats into a foil boat. And I have to also say, race number 4 is also a foil boat. And that's the EF50. While we're waiting for Group 2 to get ready, it's ready in 3 minutes. Please subscribe and follow us. This is how you can do. Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon to all of you e-sailing fans around the world. Welcome to Esailing TV. We are in Marseille. We are at the Sail GP Grand Finals. Behind me is the stage where the winner of Sail GP will receive their trophy. So that's a hot one. Penalty to Lilo 14. Most of the boats are in the committee boat, sailing into each other. Massive penalties in this start.
Good start. This is superb. And look at the speed of the Spanish line.
From the start, and remember they're trying to hit that zero.
As written, we love to support you. Please support us. Follow our channels. Get directly a notification when we are live and are streaming. And right now we can say that more than 1,000 of you viewers out there are doing that. And special when all these special events coming up. SailGP, eSailGP, it's going to be fantastic. We are waiting for next race to come up. We are waiting for Group number 2. We are going in to see them do a NACRA 17. We saw Group 1. It's quite mixed in Group 1 with Secret Sailing and Johannes Barnsen, the German champion, the organizer himself, battling against the others, and all of them just switch position. And if we go in to see, let's try to go in and see the scoreboard here when it's ready. It's coming up in a few sec. We just need the computers also to comply here. Then we can see they got their result in there. And see here now in that group, it's the Ukrainian boat in the lead. The Ukrainian boat 24, he got 2 middle positions, where we saw Secret Sailing won the first race but got 9th in second race. And that's giving 10 points. So the Ukrainian boat 24, who ended up in the middle 2 times, is in the lead in Group 1. And we have to say the reason why both groups are getting points after their position is because the middle race, top 10 will go into the middle race, and that's top 10 of the final score in both groups. So it's going to be very, very exciting, because see here in Group 1 we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boats with almost 10 points, 1 with 9 and 1 with and rest of them with 10. We are waiting for the servers. They're going to generate now, so we're just following it. That's Group 1. So we want to find Group 2 coming in here. So we just keep an eye. Where are Group 2? That's the Danes. That's the Italians. That's the Spanish. That's the International. That's the Americans. Fantastic to see all this. That's group number 1. And group number 2 hasn't been created, not yet. Right, they're waiting for it right now. I can see in the chat. So while we're waiting for that, let's watch a little bit of me. Yes, Esailing TV 2 is you're welcome to take group number 1. So if you want to see group number 1, go to our YouTube channel right now, because then you will see 2 streams. One where Norman in Sarasota, Florida is doing it, and one where I'm doing here. And we are following each group. Norman will follow group 1, rest of their race, and then we will be here in group 2. Turks, Switzerland. CLTP is going to practice now, I can see. So if you want to see them practice, go into the spectator mode. So we're just waiting for the next group to come up. There is so much activities on the server that is impressive that they're coming up. Here we have a whole Turkish league also coming in. So we're just searching for where we are going into the fleet group. If you should have any questions or anything, just wait for it. We are waiting for a group coming up, and there the game crashed. I didn't hope that happened for all the players that's online, because then we have a huge issue for the players. So next group coming up, we are going into group 2 this time. We want to see what's happening. We haven't found them yet, so we're just waiting to see if we can find group number 2. There we have it. Group number 2 is founded, and we are getting ready to see them in action. This is the Nacra 17. It's a foiled boat. And for those of you, and I see some of you watching today, also commentating in here, are non-sailors. This means this is foiling, and it's like it's flying on the water, just hitting the water with those 4 light poles sticking down to the water. See there, it's lifting up in water and flying on the water. Fantastic fast boat, upwind. It will go 14.5 in best VMG. Downwind, we can hit 24, 26 knots. We're just waiting for the race to start. A lot of fantastic players in here. We can see a lot of UEA players coming in. So we are coming in there. So group 2 is coming in here now, and we are getting ready to see it. Tumalin from Germany is one of the last coming in, so we are just waiting for I think it's Roxy Joni maybe coming in, but let's see here. This is Nassar. He also known as Al-Hamandi. He is one of the organizers of the UEA community, and he's really doing a so fantastic job down there. So that's why we see so many players at the moment from the UAE. Then we have Sidit coming in here. We have Emma. We have Manjuf. Manjuf, we really need to keep an eye on him. He has been doing some really good performance in the last couple of races. Barak, oh, he got the eagle on the sail now. Then we have Knut from Germany. Knut 34. Intihar, enter your name. I know you are in the chat, Andreas Lehmann, so let's see what you can do in this race. Bonsai, Mugelente, Mafayet, Falah, 7889, and Tumalin. So it's Germany against UAE, and it's a classic upwind. No, it's it is an upwind downwind race. We're going to see. We can see the top mark up there in front of us. The light for heaven. That's where they're going, and it looks like it's a long upwind race coming in. So Next coming up, 19 seconds to start. See, it looks like small Star Wars fighters flying around here at the moment. So 10 seconds. It's pretty hard to do a slow start, so it's all about coming with speed, but it looks like they're all choosing a slow start. No, some of them with a fast start. Do we have a false start or two? Penalties to Knut, penalties to Emma, but no false start in this race, and the fleet is splitting up. Interha here in the right-hand side. Let's go to Emma here on the right-hand side and watch the fleet coming in. Most of them crossing to the left-hand side, but some of them want to go to the right-hand side. That's Barak, that's Sidid, Bonsai, Tumalin coming in here. Interha, Nasa, the leading boat with a penalty. Enter your name. Andreas with a penalty also in there. Interha coming in here. It's all about in the NACRA 17 when it's the long upwind and downwind. Then it's all about focus on your upwind race. Get the wind over the sail. Sail into the dark area. Make sure you sail the shortest distance. That's the way you're winning it. Downwind, you cannot attack your frenemies that much because you only have a wind shadow of 22 meters. So it's all about being in the dark area of the radar and have the wind from behind. Manjuf coming in here. Barak coming in the lead. But see, two Germans in the lead. It's Tumalin, it's Bonsai coming in. Emma with a penalty, Falah with a penalty. That's going to be very costly for them. Luckily for them, it was upwind, but it's still 11 seconds slow down. Rounding the mark, Germans first, Tumalin and Bonsai, Manfaniet, Knut, and then we have Barak, 7889, Manjuf, Sidid, Emma, Interha, Mugelente, Enter Your Name, Nasa, and Falah in the last position. And now they're going downwind. Interesting choice what they're doing. It's a long downwind. They want to find the wind shadow, and right now the wind are in the middle. See, 25 knots, 25.5 here or 25.2, and the opposite side here. See, Mafariet, he only set 23 knots. Now he's turning his boat outside of the best VMG, rounding the mark. Penalty to Barak. He was sailed down by Mafariet, and now we are going upwind again. And it's here you need to focus. The second upwind race is a long upwind race. Keep yourself sailing the shortest distance. Keep yourself in the wind shadow. Right now, Bonsai and Tumalin is doing a fantastic job doing that. Knut in third. Sidit 7. Manjuf, he is here in fifth. Then we have 4889. He's coming in here and he's crossing in what we're calling a starboard tack. Coming across, so if a boat comes from behind, that's the left side of us here, and hit him, then that boat will get a penalty. See, another attack. That's Manjuf doing a counter attack, and he's going all the way. Sidit is under pressure. Knut coming in. See, 3 Germans in the lead. Tumalin, Bonsai, and Knut. Then we have Sidit and Manjuf coming in for the next positions. It's very interesting. We will see some penalties here at the top mark. The fleet is clustering up. Sidit coming in, 7889. Nasa coming back into her. But the 3 Germans race away. They are secured that position. But Sidit, Manjuf with a penalty. Nasa coming in. Barak, 7889 into her. And Mugelente. The German Mugelente trying to come in and enter your name also. Manjuf with a penalty in the battle against Enter Your Name. And let's see here, the fleet is splitting up. Right now, this yellow boat, luckily for him, he's so much ahead, but he's sailing into lighter wind. This means 22 knots, see, opposite side, 23.6 knots. 7889, breaking down the boat, getting ready to attack. No, what's he doing? Losing momentum. Oh, I saw what that was all about. It's all about getting Nasa up in the lead here. So Barak coming in, Sidit also breaking, Nasa coming in. So let's see, Barak, Nasa with a penalty. So they are helping Nasa to come into the speed. Guys, that's not fair play. That's not how we are playing this game. So Tourmaline in the lead, Bonsai in second, Knut in third, Nassar in fourth, Barak in fifth, Mukelente 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 7, Sidid 8, Manjuf 9, Enter Your Name 10, Intihar 11, Emar 12, Falat 13, and Mafayet 14. Mafayet had the best start, Mukelente sailed with the best wind speed, Tourmaline sailed the shortest distance. And that's also why we are seeing Tourmaline winning this NACRA 17 race. Interesting race here in Group 2. We're getting ready for the next race in Group 2. That's the EF50. But before we are getting ready for that, let's go into the scoreboard, because it's going to be quite interesting. We've seen the opposite race. HSC Bundesliga team, the German champion, won the NACRA 17, and I know it's one of his favorite boats in this game. Ukrainian 24, he got 5th, Secret Sailing 6, Lapis 8, and we have Sail Tracks getting 2, German 10, 72, 11, Phil Rott 13, HHLA 10, Esperanza 3rd, and then Kashiaka 4th. But Kashiaka, he wasn't part of the first race, and that's why he is 36 points. So we are waiting for the score coming up. Race number 2 will be created in a few seconds, and we will get into it. Should you have any comments or anything, please write us in the chat. We will get it directly here in studio, no matter where you're sitting on our Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch. We will have you here in studio. And that's why I'm watching up here, because I have a live chat up here, so you can write everything to us in this group. We are waiting for the scoreboard to upgrade, so we will just go in. They're going to play the EF50 in the next race. The EF50 is that's a foil boat, and we're going to see a lot of it tomorrow night when Norman Sindowski and I are going to commentate the qualification, the pop-up qualification, random races. So Nano and Terasa, tomorrow you can see random races, and you can see yourself doing those fantastic races. And I heard a rumor, because I know something here on Esailing TV, that we will see a lot of the ESail sailors racing for tomorrow. We have seen the Spanish team, the French team practicing, and we know one of the Danes are also playing. So let's see if they're really going up to it. And right now I can see one of those practicing with the Spanish team is practicing at the moment. We are waiting for race number 2 to come up, so we are just waiting for it. They are doing a fantastic job, those race officers, and it's all about keep all on track. We can see here the Portuguese also practicing with Martin Fernandes in the lead of it. A huge Danish group practicing. They are from Sønderborg, Denmark, that group. It looks like we're knowing a lot of the players that are doing races. The Turks with dog bars in the lead also practicing, so we are just waiting for this regatta to come in. Code has been set, so we're waiting for it. While we're waiting, this is what e-sailing is all about.
We are in Marseille. We are at the Sail GP Grand Finals. Behind me is the stage where the winner of Sail GP will receive their trophies.
Listen, guys, let's stop messing around. Look. World champion Velista 71 from Italy. And what a tremendous performance from Italy. They got gold and they got bronze with...
And as you see, we are coming around the world. We did the last World Championship in Bermuda, and we also was part of the World Championship 2018, Sarasota, Florida, doing the production there and going around the world to Italy, Marseille. Yeah, keep naming it. Next race coming up, and see here, our fantastic foil boat, the EF50. This is the SailGP boat. Maximum speed downwind. 48.4 is one of the maximum speeds we have seen in the game. We know if the wind is right, it can hit 52 knots, but we haven't seen that happening yet in the game. For those of new viewers, this is the Secret Sailing Cup. This is race number 4, Group 2. We have been seeing 2 races in Group 1, and we are seeing 2 races here in Group 2. There's 30 seconds to start. They're doing what we're calling a reach start. This means they are sailing with the wind in the side, sailing for the reach mark that's in here. And from there, they're going straight downwards, downwind to the gate mark, rounding that, going upwind. In a reach start, it's all about speed, so they will try to come with speed from behind. Nassar with a penalty. He's sailing in the Danish boat, so let's see if that will give him some strain. There we go, 2 seconds, good start. Penalties, 3 penalties. 7, 8, 8, 9 with the best start. Falar also coming in here. Falar, I know he won the last race with the EF50 in the UEA here. He's coming around that mark. 7, 8, 9. Interha, Bonsai, Interjune, Mykkelende. They're rounding the mark. We still have some penalties behind here. And Nassar rounding in the last position. Let's see if he can fight his way back up. That's very important for him. Well, you'll see we get 14 points. Rounding the gate mark first. We can see here in clean roundings. Mykkelende on the inside. Good take over there. And he's going straight away to the right-hand side. 7, 8, 8, 9 going to the left-hand side. 2 penalties. Nassar handing that out. He came from starboard tack, and Mafiet also with a penalty for sailing into the boat in front of him. Right now, the boat is splitting up. This is the EF50, and the interesting part with the EF50 is we're racing with boundaries. That's the white right boundary. You can see all around the course here. Mykkelende just managed to sneak around it here without getting a penalty. If you're getting outside of the boundary, you will get a penalty. And the trick with the EF50 is to watch that wind intelligence. And the wind will shift a lot. I have to say, it will shift a lot. So you need to be prepared for it. And you still need to do your racing with as few tacks and jibes as possible. Tacks is when they're going upwind, like they're doing right now. We can see Falar is doing a great job. Then we can see 7, 8, 8, 9. He went outside of the boundary, getting that penalty. Interhard taking over second. Emma coming in. Tumalin in 5th. The German boat coming up. Mykkelende 8. So will they have a chance to come in? There we go. Falar coming first. Interhard second. Right now they're going to the mark closest to us. Interhard rounding it. Emma coming in. 7, 8, 8, 9 going opposite, followed by Tumalin. Tumalin coming in, penalizing 7, 8, 8, 9 that didn't manage to steer his boat, so it went still. Mykkelende in 8, he with the Danish boat also. Nassar comes up in 9. He just got a penalty from Interjune that came in a starboard tack, and that costed 2 positions down the list to 12th again. So he needs to fight his way back up. But in the lead, what a lead. Falar from UAE. Second place, Interhard. Emma in 3rd. Tumalin in 4th. Barak 5th. 7, 8, 8, 9, 6. And then Mykkelende coming in 7. Bonsai Interjune battling from 8 and 9. But everything can shift. 250 meters in the EF50 is nothing. Then you can't be taken over by the other boats. Just a small mistake, a small tactical mistake with the wind, and you're losing it. Manjuf with another penalty. Nassar in 12th. Let's see, the fleet is splitting up at the moment. They're crossing from each side. Falar coming up there. Barak, Emar, Tumalin, Interhard, 7, 8, 8, 8, 9. Mykkelende 7, Bonsai is in 9th. Interjune 8. This means the Germans are getting beaten up this time. 3 players from the UAE in the lead. The United Arab Emirates are going to show their strengths in this race. Falar Last time I saw him in the F50, also won that. That might be his favorite boat. Intihar coming in, MR coming in, Barak also. But Tumalin is so close to Barak. See, Tumalin taking out Barak, going outside of the boundary. See, penalty, 11 seconds, slowing down, going upwind, going in panic. Drops 4 position because of that mistake. That was a costly one, but let's see. New race coming up here. We're going up to the top mark. Emma going to the right-hand side. The marked long away from us. 7, 8, 8, 9 coming in here. Penalty to Tumalin. Enter your name coming in. There will be a battle for 6, 7, and 8. Barak dropping down. Mugelente coming in. Let's follow this. This is going to be a close one. It is a win for Falar. It is a second for Intihar and a third for MR. 7, 8, 8, 9 will also get fourth, but see that battle here. Enter your name. Bonsai or Tumalin. Too much driving. You will lose that because of that. So you had a chance to go back again, but now you will be under pressure by Barak. Barak coming in. Tumalin. Mugelente. Barak is taking 8. Mugelente is taking 9. But who will take 10? That's interesting. Majuf coming in. It looks like NASA come up in 11. And that's how it's going to be. Majuf coming in. Mafayet. And Sidid is the last player. It's not his favorite boat, this EF50. Falar with a victory. Intihar in second. MR third. 7, 8, 8, 9 in fourth. Bonsai fifth. Enter your name 6. Tumalin 7. Barak 8. Mugelente 9. Knut in 10th position. Nasa 11. Manjuf 12. Mafayet 13. Sidid coming in 14. So that was the 4 races back to back. Now we are waiting for the scoreboard to be upgraded. Who will be in that medal race? Right now, when we're watching this scoreboard, we can see, let's just go into it. We can see Knut, he has 9 points. So Knut from Germany, great job by him. HSC Bundesliga team in second place, 11 points. Tumalin, we just saw coming in towards the middle with 12 points. NASA, 14 points. Ukrainian 24, 14 points. Mugelente 15 points. Secret Sailing 16 points. Barak 16 points. Lapis 18 points. And Intihar 20 points. Intihar did a great race in this race, so he might be in top 10. But who will else join him and come into the medal race when all is up? That's very, very interesting what's going to be here. Who will come into the medal race and how will it be? It's going to be the J17. So we're going from these fast foil boats back to a keel boat that's very tactical and strategic, and you need to focus on your downwind attacks when we're coming into that one. It's going to be a close call. Let's see how it's going, who is going, and what they're doing. Enter your name. Andreas is writing in a private chat. Bloody hell, I love those F50s. Yes, it's a fantastic boat. And guys, if you qualify in top 8 tomorrow, this is what's going to happen. So tomorrow, Esailing GP pop-up qualifier starts. There's only 24 hours to do the best of 9 races. Top 8 is qualified to the qualifier final. There's played this Sunday, 11 Paris time. In that pop-up qualifier, if you go into that, you secured your position for the playoff for the World Championship in September. So there's so much on stake, because then you can use rest of the year to save your green coins and get ready for the World Championship playoff. And also you secured not just only to be in top 1,000 of the world, you will be in top 1,000 of the world when you qualify for there. So that's cool. The winner of the EF50 qualifier final will go into grand final. And that grand final, the winner, and here is the trick, the winner will win a direct spot for the World Championship 2020. And is it going to be in Abu Dhabi, or is it going to be another place? We will find out soon. So let's see how it goes. So we are just having we are waiting for we're just waiting for both fleets to be upgraded. Fleet 1 is upgraded, so we are waiting for the next fleet to be upgraded. That's Group 2. We're just waiting for that result before we're going into the scoreboard to come in. But take it serious tomorrow. So if enter your name Andreas, if you really love the EF50, then it's tomorrow you need to be focused. And also for La, if you continue playing in that level and can do that and qualify in top 8, then it's going to be very interesting from tomorrow. We can see here, we are waiting for the second group to come in, but right now we can see HSC Bundesliga has 12 points, and that's very cool for him, because he's secured to be in top 12. We are waiting for, you can see there's a lot of high score. We're waiting for Group 2's points to come in, and when Group 2 points are coming in, then we will see a huge shift in top 10. But right now I can say HSC Bundesliga team Johannes Barnsen, the German champion, he is secured in top 10, ready for the medal race. But we are still waiting for the last group to be upgraded. And it's coming in. It's the first time the race officers in this group are doing it, so let's see how it goes. While we are there, if you have a regatta, if you have anything, then use sail ranks for this. See here, sail ranks. This is all the group that's playing tonight. See the Spaniards. They are having a Spanish championship, Esailing championship today, ranking championship, and they are having all their groups in here. This is all the races that's happening in here. This is a page created by the community for the community, and in here you can find all the infos you want to have. So really, really cool. Group 2 hasn't been upgraded yet, so let's show you some other cool stuff in here. If you go on the players, this is all registered players in the world. In sail ranks. And see, the Spanish are now dominating it. There was a Danes for a long time, and the Turks coming in. But see how many Spanish players been registered this week. Germans a little bit, and the Spanish, Germans, Danes. And we can continue scrolling down. That's players of players of players of players. See, now I'm going all the way to the bottom. But the interesting part here is you can go into a player. Let's try to find one. We know a little bit about Matteo. No, Matteo, yeah, it's his first race tonight, Secret Racing Code. Then you can go in and see personal info about them, their social medias. You can also go in and see which races they've been in, and then there's something coming up, ranking results. Sail Ranks is choosing different events to be part of ranking results, and those of them will be in a top ranking of a Sail Ranks ranking list. There we go, both groups has been in. Let's get ready. Top 10 is HSC Bundesliga team from Germany. We have Tumalin from Germany with 19 points. Knut from Germany with 19 points. Interha with that second place, 22 points. Ukrainian 24, getting 22 points. Sail Tracks, 24 points. Mugilende, 24 points. Barak, 24 points. NASA, 25 points. Just sneaks in. Secret Sailing, 25 points in 10th. And then we have German 10, 72 losing. And why did he not qualify with 25 points? He had the best race in the last race. It's because Secret Sailing have one victory, and that's how it is. Let's see, new upgrade coming up. Let's see, has it changed anything on it? No. So top 10, HC Bundesliga team, Tumalin, Knut Interhar, Ukrainian 24, Sail Tracks, Mugilende, Barak, NASA, and Secret Sailing. Emma just losing outside of it with 26 points, just outside of it on 12. Lapis 13 points, 7, 8, 8, 9, 30 points. Falar won the EF50, but he was not good in the NACRA, and that's why he didn't qualify coming in. They're doing a silver fleet and a gold fleet medal race, so we will have a final score of all the participants in tonight's race. So that's going to be fun. So silver rank, that's from that's position 11 till position to position 29. And they are going to do a silver fleet, and they will start that server, but we will focus on this gold fleet. And interesting to see these names. HC Bundesliga team. And here you can see, let's try in here. Tumalin, we have not seen him doing so many races. He was for the first time in the German class, Virtual Regatta in short German class. We streamed in the start of the week. Then he is in this cup. We can see here today. Then we have HC Bundesliga team. See, as I told, he has been a little bit anonymous this year, but he has been in the Pacific Rim, and that's mean he has been part of the international group where the Pacific Rim in. And let's try to go in. Then we can see middle position, position 6, top 3 position, and we can also see here he had top 10. So it's not been his start off of this year. Because he didn't have the time to play it at the moment. And then we'll see ranking results. He has a huge ranking here in this ranking results. This is the Pacific Ring ranking. Currently he is, you can see DNS, there's a lot of the rankings he hasn't been part of the races, so he's number 20. And the Pacific Rim competition that's on is led by the Japanese player Sean Bourne. He's the top of Japan. Then Empower, registered as New Zealander, but he's living in US. Cool running. Alexandro Melino, the Italian Grandmaster, is also going early up to playing this competition. But right now we are in the Secret Sailing Cup, and we can also just go in and study while we're waiting and see Interhar. He has been doing a lot of races. He's a quite new player in this game. We can see he made this UEA Regatta. That's the first time we saw him. He was part of the Lockdown series last week. Fantastic competition. And let's see, there we can see Interhar. He had a hard time in this group. Let's see, where is he? No, he didn't come to start. He was registered there. That's why. Let's see if he is in the other group. Yeah, there he is. Then he had a hard time coming in 12th in the international race, but that was also in this group. We had the Italian champion, Predictro 22, Bandido from Spain, top Spanish player. Felix Superman, one of the Danes, really coming up, plus 39 from Italy coming up. And then they're coming in. So this is the way you can use sail ranks. You can go in and study the players. You can really find out what's going on with them. It looks like we are getting ready for the gold fleet. So they are waiting for the silver fleet to start. Silver fleet is going to start, and then the gold fleet will be created. We are giving admins always a good time, especially when it's the first time they're doing their event. That's all okay from us here on Esailing TV. If you have any questions, anything, please write us in the group and everything. But this, go into this sale ranks, register. You all your score, all you participating in different events will be registered here in sale ranks, and then you can see a track list and you can do some really cool things with it. Nassar, he has been playing so many cups since last time. He has been in all these morning cups organized by Lucas Moore, the F50 match cup. You can see there's one every morning at the moment. He has been in 3 of them. And then he was in the final, in the UAA Challenger final. There he had a really bad start. He came in 4th because of the first race he came in position 11. That was Falar winning that, and this time we don't see Falar coming in the final. So it looks like we are getting ready. We will get into the Secret Sailing Cup here. We're going into the Gold Fleet HRC Bundesliga. Tumalin, Knut, Interhar, Ukrainian 24, Sail Tracks, Mügelände, Barak, Nassar and Secret Sailing. The race will start just after this small break. Front of Villas 7-1, so we're going to see a battle of 4 boats for the reach. It's SAPJ Luga, it's Lucas Moore, it's Villas 7-1, and Gem Cars can sneak in. It's also attacking her boat. See, it's all the swords are, and they're penalizing each other.
Hello and welcome to our Esailing World Championship Final highlight show.
And Steve, I promised in many ways. Oh, there you go. You lose, and you snooze. There, and he's taking the win because he's cheating. So starting in first, Esailing TV doing a great start this time. We're coming the next place, so we might get some. No, don't do that with the mark again. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why doing a crazy format as we're doing today?
Well, I really had to run.
Right hand side, see the blue starts up there. Then 2 penalties, no, only 1 penalty. And welcome back in studio. The Gold Fleet is going to be set up now, and what an activity we see in here on Virtua Regatta in shore at the moment. Amazing activities. It's a great job of all you guys out there. Great job by organizers around the world. And this is the Gold Fleet of tonight's race coming up. When all the skippers are in there, we will start a presentation of the 10 finalists. We can see Mafayet, he should not be in there. So let's see how that's coming in here. The race is going to be in a J17. It's going to be a fantastic boat. It's a tactical boat. It's a slow boat upwind. It has a spinnaker. This means this big sail's coming out when they're going downwind. And like real life, when you're sailing a J17 in real life, and I have to say that's one of the few boats I've been sailing in this game. Then when you're going, when you're coming into the wind and have the spinnaker up, it speeds quite up fast into a top speed, and then it hits top speed quite fast. So that small ability you also see here in the game. Let's have a presentation. This is Secret Sailing, UKR 24, Philrod, Mügelände, Mafayet, Barak, Tumalin, Knut, Johans Barnsen, Interhar, and this must be Nassar. And the one boat not in here is Mafayet. He is not in top 10 of the races. So we'll just calculate his score off when they are done with the race. 16 seconds to start. What to do? It's time to do the tactics and strategy. What will the players choose to do tonight? The final coming up, match rates counting for double points. 4 seconds to start. Wind coming from right towards left. Penalties, false start for Interhar, false start for Knut, false start for Ukrainian 24, false start for Mykelente. 5, 6 boats out of the final straight away. That was a hardcore start. So let's see here. The fleet is splitting a little bit out, but it's the German champion, Secret Sailing, Nassar and Tumalin. They are in the lead. Mafayette going to the opposite side, but we're not focused on him because he was not in top 10. So let's go a little bit close here. Here we go. Secret Sailing, Johannes Barnsen, they're coming in here side by side. Secret Sailing is caught, so he cannot tag up towards the top mark while he's waiting for Johannes Barnsen. If he's doing that, he will get a penalty because Johannes Barnsen has the right away. Then we have in the middle Nassar tagging up. He's currently in the lead and doing a great job, but he's sailing into lighter wind. That's why Johannes Barnsen is going a little bit further out, and Secret Sailing, he really needs to tack now, and see now he's tacking. He waited a little bit to tack to avoid that wind shadow Johannes Barnsen is throwing behind his boat. That is the huge white area you're seeing on the boat. Opposite side, Phil Rudd in 8. He is in the right hand side where we can see the leading boat is here in the middle, but the 2 other top boats are in the left hand side. Mafayette attacking Nassar doesn't succeed, but he's also following the yellow boat to Malin and trying to cut him off. Ukrainian boat battling with Barak in the middle. Knut coming up. Knut, he is under pressure. When he comes up here from a port side tack, and we have Phil Rudd from starboard tack, he needs to tack away or he's getting a penalty. The same thing we'll see with Interhar. He's going behind the 2 other boats and then going up to it. But it's Nassar. He is currently in 3rd, this UEA boat, because the 2 other boats, Secret Sailing, Johannes Barnsen, are in the lead and winning it. So let's see here. Secret Sailing, Johannes Barnsen, Nassar, Mafayette, Tumalin, all of them coming in. Let's get ready to round this top mark. This is the middle race. This is counting double. The winner will get 2 points, 2nd place 4 points, 3rd place 6 points, and so on. Nassar in 3rd, Johannes Barnsen, the German champion, in 2nd. He's currently leading this regatta in the final score, and if he keeps that position, he will win the regatta. Secret Sailing, he's in 10th, so a win here will really put him up maybe in top 3. Penalty to the Ukrainian boat 24. That's good news for Secret Sailing. That means he will get closer and closer to a top 3 position. But Nassar, he's getting ready to win some points for his boat. He also wants to be in top 3. He wants to show that the UAE really need to know how to race in virtual regatta inshore. Right now, quite interesting. They're going to the dark area. They're going downwind. They're having the wind behind them. But see, just on the opposite side of the ley line, it's very light. So if there's a wind shift, they will be caught in lighter wind. But Johannes Barnsen capturing Secret Sailing in dirty air. Almost 1.5 knots speed difference. So that's changing a lot. Secret Sailing first. They're choosing go left hand side. Johannes Barnsen, Nassar following them. Johannes Barnsen, he is actually splitting away straight away. Secret Sailing a little bit slow on that one. Opposite side, Madjev is going up there. Tumalin coming in. Barak, Knut, and Ukrainian 24 dropping to 8. Let's follow the 3 leading boats. A penalty to the Ukrainian boat, unforced penalty for hitting the mark. Mafayette dropping to 5th at the moment. It looks like the boats going to the left hand side won that battle. But Mafayet is coming in starboard tack. He's crossing in front of Tumalin. And he might also attack Nassau out here. No, he's going in, throwing dirty air. That's very controlled what he's doing there. So Tumalin needs to tack away straight away. Johannes Barnsen in the lead, now taking over from Secret Sailing, and he's controlling Secret Sailing as we saw in the start of the race. Secret Sailing again, he's unable to tack up towards that top mark. That's pretty hard. There he's doing it. Johannes Barnsen following him, controlling him. 2 extra tacks for Secret Sailing. That's good news for Nassau because now he can sneak up and take second while the 2 Germans are battling each other. What will happen? How will it do? Let's see. It's coming closer and closer. Johannes Barnsen, Secret Sailing, and Nassau. Very close race coming up. Then we have Johannes Barnsen, Secret Sailing, Nassau, Barak coming in. So they're rounding the top mark. There's no reasons here. It looks like Johannes Barnsen, the German champion, is going to win it. I'm pretty sure of it. Let's see. He's going to round it. He's coming first, but will he be 30 meters ahead of them? It looks like Nassau is going in and takes second. As I said, that battle made Secret Sailing drop 1 position and Nassau coming in, so everything is open and Secret Sailing needs to attack Nassau in the downwind attack. That's good news for Johannes Barnsen because now he can sneak away without going into a battle. Spinning her up, they're going downwind for the last time. It's the medal race. It's all about points. The winner gets 2, second gets 4, third gets 6. So 4 points in difference for the 3 positions, and it looks like Secret Sailing is going to the opposite side of the 2 other boats. Johannes Barnsen and Nassau is battling it out in the middle. Let's see, Johannes Barnsen is 14. Yeah, and Nassau just capturing Johannes Barnsen in wind shadow. That's Johannes Barnsen is sneaking in front of Nassau to go outside of the wind shadow to control it. Secret Sailing, sailing into lighter wind. We saw him doing that in another race yesterday also. See, 11.8 and the other has 14.0. So he's 3 knots slower. That means the yellow boat Tumalin can come up and take third and battling Secret Sailing. But we have a battle for the victory. Will it be Nassau from the UAE, United Arab Emirates, or will it be Johannes Barnsen? Who will win it? The German champion against one of the top skippers from the UAE. Who will take it? It looks like the German champion. He is in control. They're coming first over. UAE, Nassau coming over second. Mafayet here, Secret Sailing third. Tumalin, he had to fight for that 4th. Coming in 4th. Knut coming, no, Knut will not get 5th. Mafayet will get 5th. Knut will get 6th. Barak 7. Ukrainian boat, he can still get 7. No, it's too late. Way to go, good defending by Barak. In behind, we have the battle for last position. Mugelende, Intahar, and Phil Rudd. It looks like Phil Rudd will be the last boat coming over the finish line. There we go. Good race, fantastic entertainment. That was the medal race. Johannes Barnsen with a victory. Nassau in second. Secret Sailing third. Tumalin 4th. Mafayet 5th. Knut 6th. Barak 7. Ukrainian boat 8. Mugelende 9. Intahar 10. And Phil Rudd 11. Seen the stats, Nassau with the best start. Sailed the shortest distance. That was actually Knut and Mugelende with 3 penalties in total. So why did Knut not win? It's because Knut he got 2 penalties in total. We can see that in the battle against the others. So that's how it's going. But he sailed the shortest distance, so he did a fantastic race. Let's go in and see the final score of it. We'll just see here. I know there will be a civil fleet, but we are interested in the top 3. So when they have upgraded the scoreboard here, we can see Johannes Barnsen. He will win the race. He's getting 2 points, 14 points. Second place came into Nassau. So he will get 4 points. That's 29 points. But is that good enough to end up in top 3? We will see when the scoreboard has been upgraded. And there we go. Scoreboard coming in. Upgrade here. It's a victory for HSC Bundesliga team, the German champion. But see who sneaks in second. Nasser keeps second. Way to go by him. He must be very pleased about coming from last to second. Secret Sailing ending up taking third. And this time, the reason why he's getting third and not Knut is because when you're having a medal race, they are watching the score of the medal race, and those placing the best position will win the race. Knut in fourth with 31, Siltrax with 32, Barak 38, Ukrainian boat 38 in 7, Tumalin drops to 8, Mugulendetin, Intahar getting in the last position. Now, it looks like Tumalin didn't get his point in this race. I don't know what happened, but that's how it goes. But it doesn't change the victory. The victory goes to Johannes Barnsten. I hope all of you enjoyed tonight's show. Congratulations to Secret Sailing and Secret Sailing Cup for organizing this. It was their first organizing race here on Esailing TV doing a cup. So let's see what's happening in the future. Congratulations to top 3, HSC Bundesliga team, Nasser from UAE and Secret Sailing himself. Have fun, take care of each other, stay inside, play some Virtual Regatta, and then everything will be fine within the next month. See you guys, and we support you. Please support us. Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon to all of you e-sailing fans around the world. Welcome to Esailing TV.
We are in Marseille. We are at the Sail GP Grand Finals. Behind me is the stage where the winner of Sail GP will receive their trophy. So that's a hot one. Penalty to Lilo 14. Most of the boats are in the committee boat, sailing into each other. Massive penalties in this start.